Dear friends, let's go to the study about the developmental biology. So this is the one of the topic belongs to this year. So developmental biology. What does it mean, developmental biology? Developmental biology, actually, when you come across the living things, so there are the three important characters that we are able to differentiate, or you can say distinguish by these three characters we are able to see in the living things. And what are these three living important or the fundamental property, you can say the three living things fundamental property of these living things? One is development, or you can say one is called the development. So what is the development? And second one is, you can say, that is the reproduction. Second one is reproduction. And third one is transmission of genetic characters from generation to the generation. So genetic characters. So these you can say here. So these are the three important properties of living things: development, reproduction, and genetic characters. So here the development, when you come across the development in simple term, what is the development actually? Development is, it is a transmission of zygote undergoes proliferation, and as a result of this proliferation, or you can say the division of the zygote, and ultimately that produces a single individual, or you can say the new adult one. So that is called the development. Development is, what is the development? It is a transmission of zygote after fertilization in the higher forms. After fertilization, the zygote undergoes the proliferation, and as a result of ultimately that produces the adult or a new individual. That's called the development. You remember, every living things, they are undergo the first, we can say, the development. So development, in other term, we can say that the growth. That is also called the growth. So this is the growth. And when a living animal, either it may be the plant or the animals, you can say, when they attain a certain age or the stage, they have to undergo the next process, you can see, that is called as the reproduction. And when attains a certain age or the stage, it has to go for the reproduction. So reproduction is also one of the peculiar phenomena. And then that is involves in the transmission of characters, a similar characters, one generation to another generation. You take, for example, fish characters carries to the fish, the mammal characters, mammal, or you can say the amphibians, like that. So these are the transmission of genetic characters from generation to generation. So here the development, growth, when a particular animal or a plant attains a certain age or the stage, it has to undergo the reproduction. First you can see the development. And what is the definition for the development? Transmission of zygote undergoes proliferation, or it involves the proliferation, and ultimately results of the develops into a new individual of the adult structure. So next, actually, this development undergoes by means what? Next, that process is called the reproduction. So here, reproduction. What is the reproduction here? Reproduction means it is a process of any individual, or you can say living things, able to reproduce its own kind or its offspring. It is a process of formation of an organism involves in the reproduction, or you can say reproduce its own kind, or the offspring of its own kind, or the individual. So that is called the reproduction. Reproduction is nothing but that any animal or the plant, it undergoes the reproduce itself, its individual or the offspring. That is called the reproduction. So here, when you come across the term reproduction, again you may come to the two terms here. One is the types of reproduction. Better to say that the types of reproduction. Or you can say the types of reproduction here. So here there are the two types of the reproduction. One is, you can say, that is asexual reproduction. Another one is sexual reproduction. So here sexual reproduction as well as asexual reproduction. These are the two processes. So what is the asexual reproduction? Asexual reproduction is also termed as the uniparental inheritance. It is also termed as uniparental inheritance. Uniparental. What does it mean uniparental inheritance? Uniparental inheritance means single animal, either a plant or animal, whatever it may be, when it attains living things, and it has to undergo reproduction by its own body, you can say. So that is the asexual. There is no any formation of gametes, gonads, sexual organs or the sex organs, nothing at all. By means of mitotic undergoes, that is the production, and that is what the asexual reproduction. There is no any formation of any sex cells or the gametes. So here that is what the uniparental means. A single animal is enough to reproduce itself. So that is what is the uniparental inheritance. So typical example you can say, that is most of the living animals in the lower forms, you can say, and better to give you example, that is the amoeba, protozoans, you can say, amoeba. So you know very well, amoeba, it undergoes the reproduction by means of budding. There is the different types here, budding or fragment formation, fission, either it may be binary or you can say the multiple fission. There are so like this. The budding, by means of the budding, fragment formation, fission, or you can say either it may be multiple fission or the binary fission. Most of the animals undergoes by this type of the reproduction is called the asexual. There is no formation of any sex organs or the sexual structures there. So a typical example, as I told, amoeba undergoes by means of the meiotic division, and as a result the daughter amoebas will form. In case of the paramecium, that is the binary fission, and in case of the euglena, you can say multiple fission, and some other fragment formation, budding. All these are the typical examples of the asexual reproduction. And second, you can say, that is second, sexual reproduction. And sexual reproduction here, that is, you can say, that is biparental inheritance. That is called the biparental inheritance. So you can say that is the biparental inheritance. So biparental, by means two animals. There, it requires the two animals by means of the cooperative of two animals. It denotes the two animals here, or two sexes, you can say, either male or the female, both. They involve in the formation of the offspring or the new individuals. So that is the sexual type of the reproduction. And here you remember, sexual means there is formation of sex cells or the sex gonads, or the sexual structures will be developed here. In these animals, the higher forms, most of the higher forms come under this one. So these are undergoes the sexual reproduction, and this is by means of meiosis. Remember. This is the mitosis, by means of the mitosis. Means the reproduction asexual by means of mitosis, sexual reproduction by means of the meiosis, means formation of sex cells or the sex gonads. All the things will be developed there, and that will be results into the new offspring of the individuals, and that is the sexual reproduction. So here there are the two types of the reproduction. And here when you come across the sexual reproduction with reference to this one, again you come across sexual reproduction. So here, what is the sex here? You may come across the sex. What is the sex here? How do you define the sex? Sex means nothing but it is total of all characteristics that differentiate, that distinguish male and the female. Means based on the external or the internal characteristic features, we are able to make out this is the female and this is the male. If it is the outernal or the external, you can say diagnostic characteristics, or you can say morphism, dimorphism, like that way, sexual dimorphism. So morphological characters means external characters, on basis of that we are able to make out male and this is the female. Or internal structure, some of other organs, depends upon the other organs. Based on that, we are able to make out, means distinguish male as well as the female. So that the distinction, to making the distinction between the male and the female, that is called the sex here. Sex means nothing but total of all structure that are characters that differentiate male and the female. So here In the higher forms, in the lower forms you are not able to make out. In the higher forms you are able, clearly we are see male and the female. And some other animals, both male. This indicates the female and this indicates male. So in some animals, so what happens here? Both are present in the same animal, and they are able to reproduce as a sexual. Sexually they are able to reproduce, and such animals are also called the hermaphrodite. These are called hermaphrodite. What are the hermaphrodite? Means both male and female reproductive organs present in the same animal. Sexes means you are able to make out male as well as male separate, and supposed to be if the both male and the female reproductive organs are present in the same animal, means this is the male and the female, this indicates the female, so that is called the hermaphrodite or the monoecious. So these are typical example. There are the different animals. In the lower forms you are able to see that. The earthworm is a good example for the reproductive, the both hermaphrodite animals, and most of the invertebrates you are able to see that, the human life. So this is the sex. What is the sex here? You are able to make out or differentiate male and the female characters. On that basis, it clearly distinguishes that the two sexes. And let us put the, here you can say, next you can say that is the sex organs. What are the sex organs? Sex organs. So these are connected with the sexual reproduction. This is, what are the sex organs? The sex organs means the sexual characters. That sexual characters means gonads. The gonads are present in the which animals they are said to be as the, or you can say, what are the sex organs? They are primary reproductive organs. These are called the primary reproductive organs. They are called the primary reproductive organs, and these primary reproductive organs are also termed as gonads. These are also termed the gonads. Now what is the gonad here again? Gonad means able to produce the sex cells, sex organs. These are also called the primary reproductive organs, or they are also termed as the gonads. And what are the gonads here? The male and the female gonads, you can say. Male gonad, that is the male gonad, you can say the testis. This is called the testis. And the female gonad, you can say that is the ovary. So here the sex organs means nothing but in case of the male, the sex organs are termed as the testis, and in case of the female, that is called the ovary. So testis and the ovary are the typical example for the sex organs. They are also termed as primary reproductive organs. Means these reproductive organs are able to produce the gamete or the sex cells by means of meiosis. So let us go to the next. What is the sex cells? You can say sex cells. Sex cells, or these are also termed as the gametes. Gametes. These are termed as gonads. Remember, these are termed as the gametes. And what are the gametes here? Gametes means these are the reproductive or the germ cells. These are also called the germ cells. Germ cells. These are also termed as germ cells. These germ cells are produced in sex organs or the gonads. Gametes are produced in the gonads by means of meiosis. Remember again here, that is called the meiosis. So this is a typical example for the sexual reproductive organs or animals, sexual reproductive animals, you can say. So here the sex cells, they are also termed the gametes or the germ cells. And what are the, here the typical example means, again you can come across here, as I told, the male gonad testis, and this testis is able to produce the male gamete sperm, you can say. That is called the sperm. This is the sperm. And in the female gonad, that is called the ovary, and this ovary is able to produce what? These are able to produce the female sex cell, and that is what is the ovum. Ovum or egg, you can say. So you remember once again, when the gonads are able to produce the sex cells, and these are haploid in state always. By means of meiosis, they are produced. By means of the meiosis, the testes are able to produce the male gametes of the male sex cell, and these are called the sperm, and these are haploid in state. In the same way, by means of the meiosis, female gonads ovary is able to produce the egg, and this is also called as, this is also in term of haploid volume of the egg. So here we remember reproduction by, there are two processes, one is the asexual and the sexual. Asexual means uniparental inheritance, there is no any sex organs or sex gametes or the sex gonads, nothing will be happen there. So by means of the mitosis they are able to produce by means of budding, fragment formation, multiple fission, or you can say binary fission, whatever it may be. And the sexual reproduction means this is the biparental inheritance, and here there it requires the two sexes. And what is the sex here? On the basis of characteristic we are able to make out the male and the female, that is what the sex, and here the male sex as well as female sex, and so this is able to distinguish male and the female. And sometimes both are present in the same animal, and you can say that is the hermaphrodite, you keep aside. And what are the sex organs connected? The sex organs means they are able to produce sex cells of the gametes by means of meiosis. By means of meiosis, sex organs are able to produce sex cells of the gametes, and that is what the sex organs. And what is the sex cells here? Sex cells means germ cells of the gametes. Here the male gonad able to produce the sex cell, the testis produce the sperm, ovary produce the egg. So here you can say the male and the female gamete. Once again you remember there is no much more difference. Sex cells producing the or sex organs of the gonad by means of meiosis, and ultimately results into haploid state of cells, and these are either the male or the female. Male sex cell means sperm, female sex cell means egg. So here you can see. Dear students,